Morning, peeps. Good morning, everyone. I say good morning. It's actually 20 to 1. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, as always, for passing by the channel. Remember, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, share it, like it, all that good stuff. First and foremost, apologies for not doing a live watch along yesterday. Something came up. I had to go and sort out. Believe you me, I was more disappointed than you. I know some of you reached out to me. It's actually fun to know you were disappointed that we didn't do a live watch along. But yeah, gutted, because I love those things. Shit happens, right? Shit happens. I don't know when this is going out. I don't know if this is going out tomorrow, being Monday, if you're watching it on a Monday, or tonight. If it's going out now, then remember we do have Sunday session live at 7 o'clock today. I have no idea when this is going out. Let's get a bit of coffee. Fucking hell, it's been a long day already. So much boxing yesterday. I've not watched everything. I've watched highlights of a lot of the stuff, but not everything. What I did watch in full was the Matchroom card. Let's start at the top, right? Conor Benn. Let's get that one. Let's give it its credit. Let's go first with Conor Benn. I mean, I've been saying for a while in terms of the next big British boxing star. And you guys know, if you guys watch the channel, if you're new to the channel, you probably won't know. But for the past year, I've said that next guy is going to be Conor Benn. Just because I know for a fact Conor Benn can sell out 20,000 tickets. Conor Benn could pack the O2 Arena now. He's got that, right? He's got everything about him. I love him. I can't lie to you. There's nothing I dislike about him. I've spoken about his YouTube channel a lot. He's putting himself out there. He's great on interviews. He's great at cutting a promo. I mean, the way in which, even in the head-to-head with Vargas at the weigh-in, and then he just starts and switches to Spanish, fuck me, sold. Sold. So, and then obviously he's got his dad's name. Right? How can you not? You can't be a there can't be a British boxing fan out there that doesn't like Nigel Benn. So he's got that as well. He's got everything. He's got everything. Good-looking kid. He's got everything. And then he's got the power of Matchroom behind him. Everything to go to the top. But you need to go, and that's all well and good. As you guys know, you can have all that shit. You got to go in the ring and do the business. Yesterday, he done the business. He handled business, took care of it. I don't want what people have started to do already. But Vargas was old and looked old. You know how people do it. But yeah, every time Vargas has stepped up, he's lost, and he's 31, but he looks like he's 51. Keep the same energy you had before the fight. The same energy was, oh, it's a risky one for Conor Benn. Conor Benn, a lot of people were saying Conor Benn was going to get the job done, but everyone was like, oh, this is a bit of a risky fight. I mean, Vargas, quite solid, right? Good resume, experience, all those things. I'm the kind of person, after the fight, that still remains the same. So for me, what I'm trying to say is that that's a fucking good win. That's a solid win. To get rid of Vargas in one is extremely solid. Some have questioned whether the fight was stopped too early. Not for me. There was a punch that rolled Vargas's eyes back. And the referee is really up close and he's hearing the thuds, right? There was one punch on the ropes. It might have been an uppercut or straight right down the pipe. And Vargas's head went back and his arms kind of went limp. Jump in. If that went on for 10, 15 more seconds, he's getting knocked out viciously. That's what I think. Some don't believe that. Some think that, you give Vargas a chance. It's the first round. I don't know. It's weird how we say give Vargas a chance. This is boxing, man. This is boxing. You're getting hit hard. There is no give a chance. I mean, all it takes is the wrong punch to land clean, and it could be a dangerous, dangerous night. So look, Vargas is okay. He didn't really have many complaints. You always look to see when a fighter complains. He didn't really have many complaints when the ref jumped in. So for me, it's a great, great win from Conor Benn. It's another statement. And now it's a case of what next? I mean, it's hard to pick bones from that fight. Let me not waste 5 minutes of your time and pick bones about his foot movement and, his punch accuracy and all that bullshit. What next? What next? I mean, Johnny Nelson needs to calm down a bit. I don't know if it was a slip of the tongue when he mentioned Sean Porter, but let's relax, right? Sean Porter's a dog that has still got a lot of fight in him. I mean, go and watch the Sean Porter versus Errol Spence fight. Sean Porter's a dog. We've got to relax a little bit. I think this is what we do over here. We get excited too quick, right? We do it in football over here as well. Someone has a good season. Oh, they're world class. I love Conor Benn just like the next man, but there's a path you take, and the path isn't Sean Porter. You swerve that path as quick as you can, because there's a lot left in Sean, trust me. This is where now matchmaking skills and abilities and everyone just having a little bit of a deep breath around him makes a lot of sense, right? There's Avanesian. It's funny because even Nigel was getting interviewed by someone, it's on Sky Sports, and they actually asked him about Avanesian, and even he was like, not quite sure about that one. So you got to have smart matchmaking now. They mentioned the likes of Adrian Broner was mentioned. Yeah, it's not going to happen. That fight's not going to happen, so I don't want to have a conversation about it, right? Broner, Conor Benn is not happening. So it's going to be interesting. Amir Khan is an interesting one just because it's pay-per-view. Eddie will chuck it on pay-per-view. People, it is pay-per-view. It sells out any arena in this country, but does it make sense for Amir Khan? No. I mean, it makes sense because it will do good numbers, and Amir Khan's all about the money. But if you're Amir Khan, potentially, do you want your last fight to be against Conor Benn? I'm not sure. I'm not convinced that fight's going to happen. I don't think Kell Brook, that's not a name he really mentioned after. So it's going to be difficult to see who they match him with. I guess the natural fight is Avanesian. That's the natural fight. Unless he wants to go for the British. I mean, you know, there are still some Brits that he can fight. But the natural fight is Avanesian. That's a dangerous fight. I'm not joking. It's so dangerous, I'd make Avanesian the favourite in that fight. So this is where they've got to be careful. But, man, Star is born. Star is born. I was on social media, and there are certain people that I know are very casual boxing fans that were tweeting mad about Conor Benn. So he's now dragged them in. He's got them all invested, right? A lot of people were tweeting things like, I used to watch his dad up. So they've already jumped on because of his dad. So he's got all of those people in. He's the next one, people. He's the next one. I'd love someone to do some sort of analytics on his numbers. He could be, I'm trying to think. So obviously you got AJ, you got Fury, you got Dillian White. I don't know. I feel like he might even be number-wise. He might be bigger than someone like Josh Taylor, you know. And that might sound crazy. He might be. He's quite big, you know, Conor Benn. Like his numbers, when I look at his interviews, they always do really high, sort of six figures, all of them. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how long they keep him on free Saturday night fights as well. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do with him. But I love Conor. I think he's doing every single thing right. Everything. And yeah, this isn't luck, by the way. Everything he's doing, it's strategic. He works hard. He really grafts. Love him. Can't say no more about him. Ebony Bridges, Shannon Courtney, that delivered, right? Did that not? Are you not entertained? I mean, I've always said, and you know, you guys watched the interview, sorry, not the interview, the preview I did, and said, I'm loving what Ebony Bridges is doing. She's selling the fight. She's selling the fight. If it was another girl, like how many of you, quickly, let's be honest, don't lie, can name Shannon Courtney's past opponent, the one that she knocked out? How many of you can name that opponent? None. Don't fucking lie. None of you can. None of you. Right? I can't anyway. You all know Ebony Bridges. She sold the fight. She sold it so much that they done a little impromptu head-to-head with her and Shannon Courtney and Adam Smith, right? Because they knew, okay, this is starting to gain some traction. It works. But then, can you deliver in the ring? See, now, okay, everyone's fixated. Everyone's eyes are on you, right? For the wrong or right reasons. But can you deliver in the ring? They both delivered. Ebony Bridges delivered. Tough as old boots. Look at that eye. I've seen male fighters stop because of the eyes like that. Like, no, we're done. I can't see. Ref, call it. Carried on. Delivered. And she'll be back here. And I'm so happy for her because, again, she was getting a lot of stick from certain quarters saying, oh, look at her breast out. She's got great personality. In fact, fantastic personality. Looks good, right? I mean, people might say that it does mean something in this world, unfortunately. Looks great, but she can fight. She's tough. She's gritty. Eddie's definitely going to get her over here again. And I hope that she can get a couple of wins over here as well, because I really hope that... Look, she's what female boxing needs. She's what it needs. 100%. She's really, really good. And look, happy for her. Savannah Marshall, not much to say, to be fair, about that. It's more a case of, are we going to get the Clarissa Shields fight? Clarissa desperately wants it, but she wants the money to be right. If I'm Eddie, I mean, look, there's a lot of talk about Joshua Fury, and we're going to get onto that. But if I'm Eddie, Savannah can go out again. They are looking July for AJ Fury. That has to go on the undercard. And then it's big, right? Put that on the undercard. Put Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall on the undercard, £160. Do it. Do it. And then you can pay them both what they want, right? Do it. That's the kind of fight that needs to go on the undercard. You know, if you really want to push female boxing, make it co-main. Make that co-main. All eyes on all the world's media fixated on it. That's how you push female boxing. But yeah, good luck to her and what she wants to do. Good luck to Cash Farouk as well. Got the job done. Let's see what other... There was a couple of other fight cards. Efe Jagba fought, didn't he? He got, I think, a third round knockout win over Brian Howard. Have a quick look. Yeah, he did. Just want to see the fight card itself. Joe Smith beat Glasov as well, didn't he? Maxim Glasov. I haven't seen the fight. Okay, yeah, so Joe Smith Jr. won. Efe Jagba beat Brian Howard. Yeah, not much else on there. There's a couple of prospects on there. Trey Leapy, Albert Bell got victories as well. Loads of unbeaten fighters, and it's just loads of unbeaten fighters matched up against decent opposition. Nothing more than that. Have you guys seen? And this is why I talk about they need to be careful how they match Conor. Did you see Jaron Ennis versus Lipinets? Did you see the finishing of Jaron Ennis? Power in both hands. Brutal power in both hands. Hooks, straight shots to the body. Like, he's ready to go. What is he now? 26-0, I believe. So with 24 knockouts or something ridiculous like that. Let's have a look. 27-0, 25 KOs. Jeez, that's what's in the welterweight division. So when we talk about Conor Benn being fringe world level, or some have, I don't, not yet. That's what's there. That's the sharks in the small fish tank. Him. Careful with the matchmaking. We have to be very, very careful here. I mean, there are other good fighters out there for him. Just let's just be careful and let's rein it in just a little bit with some of the names, right? Because some people will look at Conor Benn and they'll look at the money on offer, and it's going to be good money on offer now to fight him, especially if his next fight will be in front of fans, and they will jump at it. So just got to be a bit careful. AJ Fury latest, Eddie Hearn has basically come out and said, doubt me. Like, doubt me if you think I can't make this fight. I love that fighting talk. He's saying the fight is now sort of July. And I don't doubt Eddie Hearn, if I'm honest with you. I think Eddie Hearn, look, at least we got someone speaking positive about trying to make the fight. You know what it is for me? And look, Tyson Fury came out and did a little video the other day, and he sounded a bit more positive. AJ sounds positive. AJ's tweeting and saying, look, guys, really trying hard to make this fight. Me and my team, blah, blah, blah. Eddie Hearn's coming out and saying, look, really want to make this fight. We're sitting down, we're speaking. Maybe he shouldn't be telling us this, but at least he's positive about trying to make the fight. Tyson Fury, tick-tock, tick-tock, 1 day left. John Fury, going mad at the camera, blaming everyone else apart from his own team. Frank Warren, the fight's not going to happen, it's not close to happening, all that crap. At least Eddie and AJ are fucking speaking positive about trying to make the fight. It's almost like the other side is almost like, if it happens, it happens. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Make me laugh. Like AJ ain't going to make 30, 20, 35, 40 million, whoever he fights next. Because AJ makes more than Fury. AJ should be saying tick-tock, tick-tock. Not bloody Fury. Cheek. All right, is there anything else before we wrap? Juan Manuel Marquez pumped to return. You remember he's fighting Miguel Cotto in that veterans thing. I'm so interested, I shouldn't be, but I'm very interested in Jake Paul versus Ben Askren, just because, and this is how Jake Paul's smart. He's got me invested because I want to see him get knocked out. And I'm going to watch it just because of that. Say, he's done me. Sold. Bastard. What else we got? By the way, Jaron Ennis is kind of wanting a fight with Terence Crawford. He's in a tiger. Easy now, Tiger. What's going on with that anyway? That Manny Pacquiao, see what I'm saying? Just a lot of it's just so much talk, isn't it, nowadays? All of a sudden, that's gone quiet. I thought that was a thing, and now that isn't a thing. I would love to know, by the way, how many numbers that did yesterday, that fight for Sky. Really intrigued by the analytics, but we won't know. All right, guys, peace and love.